Alright, I'm looking at a bookcase. On this one, the height is approximately 150 centimeters. The other dimensions are shown. Which is closest to the surface area of the top, left, and right rectangular sides? So my top, that's 58 by 30.5 because this is 30.5 down here at the bottom. So let's go ahead and multiply that out. 58 times 30.5. This is going to give me an area of 1,769. If I look at the left side, that's going to be 151 times 30.5. So this produces an area of 4605.5. So I got the top, I got the left. The right side is going to be identical to the left side, so that's another 4605.5. So I need to add those three together. And I get 1098. Which of the following is closest? So that's going to be that one. 11,000 would be the closest to the area. 38. Which net best represents the prism shown below? So notice it's a hexagonal prism, so I'm going to have two hexagons and somehow separated with rectangles. This is out because the hexagons are parallel to each other. They won't actually touch. They'll have to be separated. Okay, I can eliminate B because if I fold this, I will have a space in between here, but this rectangle here will overlap this rectangle here, and I don't have anything right here on either of these hexagons, so that's out. Same thing with this one. I have one that goes here. This will go on top of this one, but then this is going to overlap with that one, so I would take that out. D is the right answer for 38. Number 39, Pablo uses a compass. Which of the following best describes JM? So it looks like he's got a triangle. This is coming straight down. He's kind of got some points here. So that means this has to be 90 degrees. So A would be the right answer for that one. It's going to be an altitude. Altitude and height, remember those mean the same thing. 40 triangle MNP is shown below. If it's translated so that point N is mapped to -1, 1, which order pair best represents either point M prime or point P prime? Okay, so the thing is going from N to N prime, you've got to look at the vector, kind of what's happening with these. So from here to here, I'm adding 2. From here to here, I'm subtracting 3. So if I look at M is going to be at -5, -4. If I add 2 to that, that's going to give me a -3. And I subtract 3, that's going to give me a -7. So M prime should be -3, -7. So I know I can eliminate that one, and I can eliminate this one. These are flipped. I should be -3, -7. It's not -7, -3. So I can get rid of that. Let's look at P now. P is at 1, -5. If I add 2 to that and I subtract 3, 1 plus 2 is 3, -5 minus -3 is -8, which is this choice right here. So the correct answer is G. 41. Diagonal walkway through a park is 18 meters. If the park is a square, how long is one of its sides? Now there's different ways to do this. I'm going to use, because I know that's 90 and the sides are congruent, if the diagonal is 18, these two are congruent because both of these are 45-degree angles. So I need to do 18 is equal to x square root of 2. So x is going to be equal to 18 divided by the square root of 2. Now, because it's not asking me to answer this in radical form, I can just put 18 divided by the square root of 2 in the calculator. I don't have to do any simplifying there. This is going to round, however, to 12.7, which is B. Number 42 now. A rectangle has a length of 4 feet and a perimeter of 14 feet. What's the perimeter of a similar rectangle with the width of 9? Because perimeter is to the first power, remember the PAV 1, 2, 3, I can set this up as a proportion. 4 over is to 14 as x. Actually, I cannot because that says width, so and I'm looking at length. So I have to find the width first before we do this. So if I have a rectangle and this is 4 and 4, and I know that it has to add up to 14, so I have 8 plus 2w is equal to 14. If I subtract 8, that gives me 6. Divided by 2, I know my width is 3. So it needs to be 3 is to 14 as 9 is to P for perimeter. So 3P is equal to 14 times 9, which is 126. Divided by 3, we get 42. So it'd be 42 feet. 43, based on the information in the diagram, which statement would help prove that the triangles are congruent? Right, I have two pairs of sides that are congruent. JK is congruent to KL. JM is congruent to LM. I would use the reflexive side if that's one of my answer choices, which it is. KM is congruent to KM. So I could prove this using side, side, side.